Hey you guys, this is Dee Edwards and I am anointed to pull individuals out of poverty through the power of entrepreneurship. I believe that you can be saved and paid at the same doggone time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and thank you so much for catching the replay. Now to learn more about the Entrepreneur Circle, be sure to go to theentrepreneurcircle.net. So listen, on today's video, I definitely want to talk to you guys about the real deal. That's right. I want to talk to you about the real deal, especially when it comes to certain people that's in your life. Let's chat about that for a moment. Hey, Takesha. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, you guys. Hey, Charmaine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So listen, today, I don't have a particular scripture, but I do want to talk to you guys about some things that the Lord was just making me aware of as I was thinking in depth about his 12 disciples. Hey, Sarah, as I was thinking about his 12 disciples. And so the Lord took me to a scripture in Luke, and it pointed out that the Lord chose his 12 disciples. And then the Bible said that he had a special purpose for each one of them. Hey, Miracle. Hey, Ann. He said that he had a particular purpose for each one of the disciples that he had chosen. Hey, Lee Welsh, like the Jews. Hey, Rakita, thank you guys so much for tuning in and thank you so much for sharing this video out. Okay, so listen, check this out. Okay, so the Lord, he began to say that each one of the disciples that he had chosen, the ones that he had handpicked, each one of them had a special purpose in his life. And so all of us know that Jesus also selected Judas. And so he understood that it was important to bring Judas close to him because Judas had an important assignment that was going to help Jesus to propel forward. And so watch this. So one thing that we have to recognize about Judas is that he also had a purpose. His purpose was the reason why Jesus had went into his purpose. And so a lot of times when people began to betray us, when people began to talk about us, when people tend to do things to hurt us, the first thing that we want to do is kick them automatically out of our life. But you got to understand that when certain people are in your life, that they have an assignment, they have a purpose to get you to your purpose. You can't kick out everybody that's not on one accord with you. You can't kick out everybody who's not waving and clapping with you. You can't kick those people out of life because it's those people that the Lord want to use to propel you into purpose. Watch this. It was Jesus who chose his own traitor. Listen, y'all, it was Jesus who selected his own traitor. And so when you begin to think about the people that's in your life, the reason why many of us don't see Judas coming is because it's the people that we had selected ourselves. It's the people that the Lord told us to love on. It's the people that God tell us to give and to pour into their life end up being the one that betray us. But all of it still have purpose. Listen, Lydia, it still have purpose. It is a reason why Judas got to walk close to you. It's a reason why Judas have to betray you. It's a reason why Judas is going to cause you to propel forward. So don't be so quick to throw and to kick Judas out of your life. Watch this. Although he was a traitor, the Lord began to show me that he loved Jesus. Watch this. He was a traitor, but he loved Jesus, but he was not delivered. Listen, y'all. Listen, Jesus knew in the beginning that he was a traitor, and this traitor loved Jesus. However, he was not delivered. He was not delivered. And the Lord began to show me, he said that I am using undelivered people to propel my delivered folks forward. Listen, God is using undelivered people. He's using people that's still of this world. He's still using people who are in their situation to propel you forward. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't want to hear this, that he is using undelivered folks to propel delivered folks forward. If it was not, listen, Judas had to be who he was. The Lord selected him because he knew that he wasn't truly delivered. He wasn't truly delivered because if he was really delivered, he would have never had betrayed Jesus. So the Lord needed his evil works. The Lord needed the evil works of his hand to help Jesus to get to where he is going. And that's why, listen, Melisha, that's why you can't just have holy folks around you. You need some unholy folks around you, the ones that's been selected and pinpointed by God to help you get into purpose. Listen. God want to use those Judases in your life, Charmaine, to push you forward. They got a purpose in your life. They got a purpose. But one thing that I love most is that Jesus was never, it was never a sneak attack. Jesus knew that Judas was going to betray him. Jesus knew that this man had a special purpose in his life. See, that's why you got to stay connected to God, because the real deal is that you really need your Judas. The real deal is that your Judas is there to help you, not to cause you harm. Don't disconnect from it. You got to learn how to let your Judas work. You got to learn how to allow your Judas to work for your good. Listen, for your good. Your Judas got to work for your good. So it was the undelivered person that pushed the delivered person into purpose. Because watch this. The Bible said that Judas was walking with God, and it wasn't until an evil spirit entered into Judas. And why was the evil spirit able to enter into Judas? Because he was not delivered. Now here's the point. God wants to use people who have a background like Judas. But I want to show you guys the difference. Jacob, he was also like Judas, but he was delivered. He went through a conversion. And so Judas was like Jacob. However, Judas never got converted. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's why God wants you to allow the people that are not delivered to help to propel you forward. See, Judas was never delivered. He was never converted. He was never converted. Jacob was. Jacob was converted to Israel. But Judas was not. Yes, undelivered people can propel to push delivered people into their destiny. That's all that God is saying. And that's what we have to realize, that God is using, some people who are still stuck in their ways to just propel you forward. But you would know who they are. If you stay connected to God, you would know exactly who it is that the Lord is using to propel you into purpose. You can't allow the irritation and the frustration to make you even disconnect from the Judas, because Judas, when the evil spirit entered in, why was the evil spirit able to enter into Judas? Because he wasn't delivered. The portal was still open. He was still connected to his old ways. He was still his old ways. He was still a trickster. He was still a traitor. That's why the evil spirit was able to enter in. And so for those of you all who have been delivered, there's going to be a time, watch this, y'all got to hear me, where you are tested. You're tested to see if you are delivered from your old ways. Are you truly delivered from your old ways? Are you delivered from your old ways? That was the only way that the evil spirit was able to enter into Judas, because Judah was not delivered. He was not converted. His name had not been changed. He didn't have an encounter with the Lord. And as you are moving forward, you have to make sure that you are having an encounter with the Lord, because watch what happened. After Judas allowed the evil spirit to enter into him, the Bible said that he was the one that went to the men to sell Jesus out. And watch what happened after he sold Jesus out. He was so overwhelmed by his actions, because the real Judas without the evil spirit loved Jesus. He couldn't believe that he allowed the evil spirit to come in him to push Jesus on the cross, because the real him really loved Jesus. Oh gosh. That's why he was able to walk with Jesus, because he really loved him, but he wasn't converted. He really loved him. Thank you for sharing this out. He really loved him, Brandy. He really loved Jesus, but he was not delivered. And watch this. Because he loved Jesus so much, he couldn't believe that his actions would cause him to put Jesus on the cross. He was so sorrow. I mean, this man was in so much shame about what he had done that he could not even forgive himself. The forgiveness, even after Jesus went on the cross, was available. It was available even to Judas, but Judas could not forgive himself. He had allowed the sorrow and the shame to consume him. And that's a lesson within itself, that you can't allow the sorrow and the shame and the things that you have done, the mistakes and the choices that you have made, to keep you from running towards Jesus, because the forgiveness of God is already available to us. Yes, Lydia, he can deliver us from evil. He can deliver us from the evil spirit. He can deliver us. But Judas did not stay in position long enough to be delivered. He didn't stay in position. Hey, Sierra, he didn't stay in position. And because he did not stay in position, he ended up committing suicide. He committed suicide. Shame and sorrow caused him to commit suicide, although it was still his purpose to betray Jesus. It was his purpose. It was necessary. It was necessary. That's why when they sat at the table, that's why Jesus said, one of you all are going to betray me. Jesus wanted Judas to know that I know that you must do this. So he was already telling Judas at the table, I know that this is necessary. What you're about to do, do it. Do it. He was actually giving Judas permission to do it. He was giving Judas permission to betray him. He was giving Judas that permission to free him. Because at the end, Jesus knew that he would battle with what he had done as Jesus was going to be crucified. So Jesus already knew. Y'all did so good. Jesus already knew that Judas was going to battle with the depression of what he had done. The Lord already knew that he was going to deal with the abandonment spirit and the spirit of rejection. He knew that Judas was going to deal with this. So he was telling him before he even betrayed Jesus, he was telling him, go ahead and receive my forgiveness after you do what's necessary. Judas is necessary. It's necessary. The reason why Jesus could even tell Judas to go forth with betraying him and for him to walk in his purpose is because Jesus was assured of what his purpose was. Jesus already knew what was coming, what was necessary. He had to stay close to the Father. And y'all got to know, Sierra, we got to stay so connected to the Father that we see the people, Tiffany, that's about to betray us, but we know that it's necessary for them to do so. We have to stay close. We got to stay connected to God so God can show us. You shouldn't be surprised by the people that betray you. You shouldn't be surprised about the people that talk about you. You shouldn't be surprised by the people that gossip and try to steal stuff from you, trying to take your identity. You should not be surprised by that. When you stay connected to the Father, watch this. When you stay connected to the Father will reveal to you the people who gonna walk in purpose by hurting you. Miss Franklin, that's why we gotta stay close, Rakita. We gotta stay close. We gotta stay close to the Father, because nothing that is happening in our life should take us by surprise. The Lord wants to reveal to us that, so that we can continue to walk in purpose. Because if you're Judas, if you're not aware of who your Judas is, watch this, Charmaine, you would try to launch back at the person or the people who's betraying you. You'll start trying to seek out revenge. You'll start trying to stop them from doing what's purposed. You'll try to stop it. You'll try to stop the attacks. You'll probably try to pray for them. You'll probably try to help them. So that's why you got to know what your purpose is and what God has called you to do. Because Jesus could have easily called out Judas. He could have easily called him out. He could have easily pointed and said, hey, I see you. I know that you about to betray me, but not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? He could have said that easily. But instead, he knew that it was purpose for Judas to betray him. So this is what the real deal is, Shaky. That the things that are happening in your life and the people who are misusing you, abusing you, all of this is necessary. Don't try to stop them, because it pulled you out of purpose, and it pulled them out of purpose as well. When you try to stop what God have already showed you about somebody, it pulls both of you all out of purpose. You got to know that it's necessary for your growth. You got to know, Danielle, that it's necessary. It's necessary. Y'all can't get out of purpose. You can't pull other folks out of purpose. And you know, the thing about it is, I can imagine why Jesus was sitting at the table with the disciples. I know that he probably felt a certain way, because this is one of his disciples that he loved, that he trained, that he walked with. Okay? So yes, we get in our emotions about people. However, we got to understand that it's necessary. Okay? But you won't be caught off guard, because it was Jesus who picked Judas. You won't be caught off guard. You won't be caught off guard at all. Allow the will of God to be done in your life. Allow that hurt to turn into purpose. Allow that betrayal to turn into purpose. Allow what you're experiencing to turn into purpose. You gotta even stop yourself and say that, hey, I would not seek revenge. You got to stop yourself and say, I will not defend myself. You got to stop yourself and say, I won't get out of character. I won't treat people the way that they're treating me, because the way that they're treating me is necessary for my purpose. I won't allow it to stop me. Okay? Don't allow it to stop you. Don't you come off your cross because of what people are doing to you. Don't come off your cross because of what people are doing to you. Don't come down off your cross. It's necessary. That's why when Jesus was on the cross, he said, forgive them, because they know not what they do. Because if they were in their right state of mind, they would not be doing the things that they are doing towards you. But when the evil spirit enter into them, the evil spirit is the one that is controlling them. The evil spirit is the one that is leading them. It's not them. That's why you can walk with somebody today and the same person who say they love you be the same one that curse you. Thank you for sharing this out. The one who love you today can be the one that put a knife in your back tomorrow because an evil spirit have entered in. And anytime, and watch this, this is what the Lord told me. The Lord told me, he said, Dee, anytime that somebody who is walking with you love you and they betray you, they turn their back on you, they put a knife in you, please understand that it's not them. It is an evil spirit, and I am using them to launch you into purpose. My God. Thank you for sharing this out. He said that I am using the one who loved you. Listen, I'm using your family members. I'm using your best friend. I'm using the one that you've sacrificed and given everything for. I'm using that one that you love like a sister. I'm using that one that you love like a brother. I'm using them. I'm using that. An evil spirit have entered in, and I'm going to use all of that they caused you to propel you into purpose. And then you are going to offer them forgiveness. You're going to be able to forgive the people who have hurt you. If y'all ain't hear nothing else, I share with you guys my testimony. My testimony is that my supervisor who fired me, y'all, this was the lady that I was praying with. This was the lady that I would go behind the veil for. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that she and I, we would chit chat. This is the one who came to church with me, y'all. This is the one that came onto the church ground with me, my supervisor. So we had a good relationship. We had a close-knit relationship. And so she was the one that also had the authority to keep me at my job or to release me. And so I couldn't understand. So bitterness began to form in my heart towards her because I didn't understand. I didn't understand how you can call me when things are not going well, or when you are sick. I'm the one that intercede for you. I'm the one that pray for you. Yet you're the one that fired me. So I was bitter. I didn't understand that was the will of God. I didn't understand that the Lord at that time had allowed an evil spirit to enter into her, to fire me, to launch me into purpose. I would not be a full-time entrepreneur right now. The things that I have accomplished, I would not have written 5 books. I would not have been Birmingham top 40 under 40. I would have been a successful business owner. I was about to tell y'all how much money I made. I would not have been able to do all of these things if it wasn't for her turning against me to launch me forward. And so I just want to let you guys know that I know that it may hurt right now, that you may not understand right now, Shalina, as to what is happening. You may not understand it. You may not understand what is happening. Forgive the people who you hang close to you if they become full of an evil spirit. My God. Listen, when that person and God reveal that person and you see the evil spirit, you got to pray that they, listen, this is what I say, same as Jesus did. Guess what Jesus told him? Hallelujah. I was about to be funny, but that was the Lord for real. The Lord said, whatever that you're about to do it quickly. That's what he told Judas. I was about to be funny, but the Holy Spirit told me that was a real scripture. He told Judas, whatever that you're about to do, thank you for sharing this out. Whatever that you're about to do it quickly. Do it quickly. And so that's all I'm saying is that when the person, when the person that God revealed to you, that an evil spirit in their heart has turned cold towards you, just say, Lord, call them out by name, so and so. Let them do it quickly. Let them do it quickly so that you can get to your purpose quickly. Okay? Let them do it quickly so that you can get to your purpose quickly. Because if it was not for Judas, if it was not for him betraying Jesus and the time frame, look how quickly he did it. Look how quickly he did it. So I want you guys to know, don't run from them. Don't run from that hurt. Don't run from that pain. Don't run from that betrayal. Stand in it and allow it to build character in you. Allow you to see how resilient you are. Allow it to show you how strong you are. Allow it to show you how mighty God is. Allow it to propel you forward. Okay? Get in purpose. Run towards purpose like never before. Run towards purpose. This is the real deal, that the Judas is just so necessary because there is purpose behind that pain. There is purpose behind the pain that you are experiencing. Why do you think so many faith-based believers and pastors and those who are in the fivefold ministry, why do you think that they experience so much hurt and so much pain behind the scene and they never call out the person? They never put the person on Front Street because they realize that it's necessary. It's necessary to where God is taking them to. It's necessary to where God is trying to propel them to. It's necessary. It's necessary. God is trying to ascend you. He's trying to increase you through the hurt and through the pain and through the betrayal that you are experiencing with people. Listen, God is trying to use that bad thing and he want to flip it. He want to make it good. He want to make it good for you. Run towards your purpose. Run towards it. Run quickly towards it. Okay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, this is not even the live. Let me just tell you guys this. This is not the live that I wanted to do today. I wanted to come on here and talk about something else. And so because I'm here talking about something that definitely I didn't plan to talk about, I want you to be mindful because the Lord, now don't be thinking everybody got an evil spirit. Don't be thinking that. But what I am saying is to be mindful because the Lord is about to begin to reveal either a person or a group of people that's been connected to you or been close to you, how they're about to become your Judas. And it's necessary. And I'm telling you, Judas is the ones that's close to you. Judas was part of the 12. Judas was part of the circle that saw a part of Jesus that nobody else saw. So he was already close. So it's not that your Judas is coming. Your Judas is here. So be prayerful, be watchful. And then you stay on alert. You get yourself prepared for battle. Because before Jesus went to go be crucified, what did he do? He took days and time away from the three. He took some time away even from the three. He went into a secluded place so that he can receive his strength. Okay? So the Lord wants to give you the strength that you need to handle the betrayal that you are probably about to face. Because sometimes betrayal, and this is what I'm telling you, when you start looking at betrayal, in the natural, that thing can put you in bed. That thing can get you self-medicated. That thing can take you way back. And so you got to be strengthened for this thing, especially when you realize who it is. Oh, God. When you Rakita, when you realize who it is, that thing, woo, listen, that thing can hurt you. Lydia says, Jesus, not again. I be saying the same thing, Lydia. I'm like, gosh, not again, Jesus. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, hey, Pastor McClure, love you. The ones you least expect, it's the ones that you least expect, okay? So don't be surprised it's that one. But now you can look at it. You can look at them and be like, oh, okay, I see you. Whatever you do, just do it quickly. Okay, whatever you do it quickly. You know why? Because you want to get to your purpose real quick. Okay? You want to get to your purpose real quick. Normally, before elevation, you always go through a season of hurt. Okay. Lord have mercy. I ain't even trying to talk about this. Normally, before elevation, you go through a season and a period of hurt. I want y'all to really just digest that. I want you to just, listen and take a look at your own situation. Have you been under a lot of hurt lately? Have your heart been just crushed? Have you been just contrite in your spirit? Like you're moving, but it seemed like, just you and the pain that you're experiencing. It's like, oh Lord, I don't know if I can take this. That type. So if you know that if you've been there, if you can look a glance over this year, and it is totally different from what you thought it was gonna be, okay? Just know that elevation, it is in your land. Elevation is here. Hey Donna. Hey Tamika. It's here. Ashley is here. Rakita is here. It's here, it's here, it's here. You just got to process that hurt and that pain differently. And you got to still stay connected to your purpose while you're hurting, while you're in pain. Okay? While you're in pain, you have to stay connected to your purpose. Nay, listen, stay connected to your purpose. Yeah, your natural want to go off. but we rely on the scripture when it says that, our old man have passed away. Behold, God is doing a new thing. Our old man is gone. Okay? And so just keep telling yourself, Miss Alicia, just tell yourself, Jayla, that I am going to stay in purpose, even while I'm hurting. Yeah. Do y'all understand? Okay, y'all about to make me testify. I ain't going to tell y'all my business. But just understand this. I understand what it means to have to still walk in purpose and still be in pain. Don't think every time I come on here and talking these messages that the Lord ain't dealt with me already about it. Don't think that I don't be in pain just because you see me show up in purpose. Just because you see me publish a book with my daughter. Just because you see me being recognized. Just because you see me ministering. I still have to learn to stay in purpose, even in the pain. Got to stay in purpose while in the pain. Do you understand that? To stay in purpose. Some of you guys right now, you may be facing a divorce. Stay in purpose. Some of you all right now may not know where your kids are. Stay in purpose. Some of you all right now are going through some of the most mental challenges that you have ever had. Stay in purpose. Some of you all right now are going through betrayal with some of your closest friends. Stay in purpose. Right now, it feels like a gang of people. Your enemies are surrounding you. Stay in purpose. Right now, you ain't never been this broke before. Stay in purpose. Stay in purpose. You ain't never had disconnection notices. Stay in purpose. Stay in purpose. Stay in purpose. Stay in purpose. never received this type of news from the doctor. Stay in purpose. You never been laid off from your job. Stay in purpose. You never struggled this much in your life. Stay in purpose. Stay in purpose. Never been this broke before. Stay in purpose. Business never been on this decline before. Stay in purpose. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on your purpose. Okay. Y'all hear me? Don't focus on the pain. Focus on your purpose. You got to shake yourself of that pain. And you got to focus on the purpose. Don't keep replaying in your mind the pain. Walk in purpose. Don't even keep talking about the pain. Talk about your purpose. Talk about your purpose. Hold on to your purpose. Juliet, we got to hold on to our purpose. We got to just fight for purpose. Don't worry about the pain. God, he'll take care of the pain. Because the pain is there, that makes God even closer to you. Stay in purpose. Y'all, this is the real deal. Don't even look at the faces that you see. Stay in purpose. Don't even worry about the people that's going to betray you. Don't even worry about those Judases. Just stay in purpose. It was purpose that brought Judas anyway. It was purpose. It was Jesus' purpose. It's because he stayed in purpose that summons Judas. So your purpose will always, watch this, it's going to bring you pain. Whew, thank you for sharing this out. Your purpose will bring you pain because your purpose bring out people's real motives and their intent and their character towards you. When you're walking in purpose, it seems like you're walking by yourself because it seems like you got to question everybody that come into your life. You're like, man, as soon as I start trusting somebody, here they go, betraying you. You know what I'm saying? Like purpose, you don't even know. You don't even realize. Like, man, all you want to do is to do the will of the Father. All you want to do is to walk in purpose. But here you are dealing with all of this unnecessary warfare. Vicky, like purpose brought that on. That's why you got to stay connected to your purpose. You got to stay connected to your purpose. That's why you can't allow whatever hell is breaking loose around you. Y'all, some of y'all got to even get your hands off your kids right now. You got to get your hands off your kids right now. You got to realize what the devil is doing. You got to realize it. Listen, one of my neighbors had contacted us about something that my son had done. And so normally, I would have blew on my son. I'm like, listen, you got to get that together. But when the neighbor called us, I was like, I just talked to him in a calm voice and be like, okay, this is what you do next time. Do this. Because you know why? I knew that it was the devil trying to get me all worked up and distracted about my son who don't normally do anything. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why some of us got to get our hands off our kids because the devil is using even a dang on dog. The dog ain't never barked. And all of a sudden the dog barking. I'm just saying, like, we got to get in purpose, y'all. We got to get in purpose. Man, we got to stay in purpose. We got to be mindful of the devices of the enemy. We got to be mindful of the strategies of the enemy. Hear me? Get your hands, stop trying to just defend certain things. Just stay in character. Do y'all hear me? Stay in character. Stay in character. Allow the fruits of the Spirit to be manifested right now in your life. Stay in character. Don't get out of character. Listen, I'm preaching to myself right now. Lord help me to stay in character. Listen, we got to stay in character with the folks that we deal with behind the scene. Because I can stay in character with you, Rakita. I can stay in character with you, LaShondra. I can stay in character with you. But God is calling us to stay in character, Pastor E, with those people behind the scene that we know that will cover us. So the Lord is still saying, stay in character. Stay in character. Stay in character. Stay in character. Lord, teach me to stay in character, even with my husband. Lord, teach me to stay in character with my kids. Lord, teach me to stay in character with my siblings. Lord, teach me to stay in character with my parent. Teach me, God, character, stay in character. Because what did I teach y'all yesterday? That the wilderness was necessary because it came to humble us and to test our what? Character. It came to test our character. If you didn't catch the video from yesterday, please do so. It came to test our character. So we got to stay in character. Lord have mercy, Lord. Okay, I got to start calling down some fruit. Lord, teach me. Give me fruit of the spirits. Lord, Lord, where's that love and kindness with these knuckleheads? Lord, please help me. Stay in character. In every area of my life, in every area of my life, God, teach us how to stay in character, to stay in purpose. Help us not to concentrate on our pain. Help us not to concentrate on the people that may betray us, that may use us, may hurt us. God, just teach us. Teach us your will. Teach us your ways. Teach us, God, with our family, with our clients. Yes, in all areas, God, teach us to stay in character, to stay in purpose. Well, I love you guys so much. I hope that this was beneficial for you guys. I want you to go back, catch the replay, and just listen to what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to you. Like, what is it that He's trying to teach you regarding this message on today? I love you guys so much. Be blessed. Be blessed. Have a great day. Bye. Stay in purpose. Stay in character. Bye, y'all.